Central Illinois is a wintry mess right now, ranging from the rain to the snow. Good evening, I'm Jen Lask. We've got meteorologist Jacob Dickey here, and we've been following some of the mess on I-74. We've shown people the video of that in the past, but I think when it gets light out up in the northern parts of our viewing area, we're going to see a similar issue. Yeah, we've been watching those roads really slick up with the snow. It's been feast or famine, and here you can see the wreck earlier on I-74. Amelia Henderson was covering things for us in Vermilion County. Some slide-offs there. Road conditions have seemed to improve there, but we really think now things are starting to look a little more worse in parts of Iroquois County. That's where we have a winter storm warning that is in place here. Winter weather advisories continue. Here's a look at current road conditions right now across the region. A very sharp cutoff from where we've seen snow to where we've got partially, totally covered snow here. Those oranges and pinks, an indication of partially, mostly, and totally snow-covered. Iroquois, Vermilion counties, and then our Indiana counties primarily. Not a whole lot here in central Illinois. We've been watching this changeover happen. Folks in Champaign have been ringing our phones off the hook asking, where's the snow at? A few flakes being reported there now. That heaviest snow, though, off to the north and west. And, of course, we've been watching with Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy. He's been in the storm tracker watching things for us. His last check, he was in Gilman. Kevin, you're out there now driving. What have you been seeing in parts of Iroquois County?
Yeah, it's quite a bit different in Iroquois County, just a lot more snow. And you can see here, it is snowing pretty good and has been for several hours and is going to continue for several more hours as that rain-snow line is south of here. And as you've been mentioning there, not much in Champaign, but here, several inches of snow has fallen. And the interstate is covered in snow. As people try to navigate those roads, they are a little treacherous out there. Several trucks stopped off at some of the area. As you can see, the Pilot gas station here and whatnot, it is full out there. I've seen a couple of issues with an accident. As a matter of fact, there was a jackknifed semi earlier. And then also, and you can see some people on the right-hand side there, maybe you saw that they were sledding down this hill that's over here, so taking advantage of some of the fun. I saw a jackknife semi and then also a pickup truck that was hauling a trailer. It had spun out into the ditch, and all of those were basically between Gilman and Buckley. So we're going to continue to monitor things for you and let you know what to expect, but it is definitely slow going. Traffic is moving at about 45, 50 miles an hour on the interstate, which is some great news. We'll continue to keep you updated in the Storm Tracker. I'm Chief Meteorologist Kevin Leidy. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Kevin, for your reports. We'll check back in with you here in a little bit. I think, Jen, the big question is, moving forth, where will there be more snow? Will some folks miss out completely? I'll have details on that coming up later on in the show. All right. Thank you, Jacob. 6 weeks into distribution, and some of the most medically vulnerable people in the state still don't have vaccines. Some Illinois long-term care facilities are still waiting to get their doses of the vaccine. WCIA 3's Cole Henke has more.
Swan Special Care Center in Champaign found out in December when their residents would get vaccinated. The complex care facility on the west side of Champaign was supposed to be at the front of the line. But the developmentally disabled residents at Swan have to wait until February 10th to get their first doses.
We worry every day. We worry every day. We test every Monday. Tuesdays are torture, waiting for our test results to come back, hoping and praying we don't have anybody positive.
The 111 residents here at Swan have been on lockdown the entire pandemic. Families haven't been able to go inside and see their loved ones for 10 months. The vaccine was supposed to open those doors, but it's been in Illinois for 6 weeks, and one of the most medically fragile populations in the county is still left unvaccinated.
I feel like, we can't just let them in the facility. That's been that was the governor's directive. We can't get the vaccine any sooner. We just feel like our hands are tied and we feel so helpless.
The CVS and Walgreens partnership with the federal government is posting slow results in Illinois. It's taking around 8 weeks to get the long-term care facilities in Illinois taken care of. Meanwhile, the state is moving through their plan as quick as possible. Senator Chapin Rose thinks it's time to change the playbook.
Walgreens and CVS probably made sense in December. That doesn't make sense in February. And it frankly hasn't made sense since the end of December.
The governor's office told WCIA they are working to speed up the pharmacy's plans. They don't plan to break with them either. The method doesn't matter to Halberstadt. She just wants to help her residents.
Just get us the vaccine. I don't care if it's coming from the federal government. I don't care if it's coming on the state level. I don't care if we get it from Walgreens, CVS, CU Public Health. Let's just do it.
Reporting in Champaign, I'm Cole Hankey, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Swan has 3 clinics scheduled starting on February 10th. Residents will get their first doses then. The second dose will then be given at the beginning of March. The third clinic will allow residents to get a dose if they missed either of the previous ones. Nearly 500,000 doses have been allocated to long-term care facilities in the state. The latest IDPH data shows just under 150,000 people have received their vaccine so far. IDPH has reported 3,345 new cases of COVID-19. Including 65 more deaths. A total of 1.3 million doses of vaccines have been delivered to providers in the state. And in addition, as you heard, approximately 500,000 doses total have been allocated to the federal government's pharmacy partnership program for long-term care facilities. Police across the state are not giving up their fight against the latest reform attempt by the Legislative Black Caucus. The bill passed the legislature during the lame duck session, but the governor has not yet signed. Police and Republicans are calling on him to veto it, but Governor Pritzker has indicated he will sign it when he gets it. The bill, among other things, eliminates cash bail starting in 2023. Opponents think that will lead to an increase in crime.
However, the changes that are made in this bill go beyond poverty or wealth. They don't take into account adequately someone's dangerousness to the community or their recidivism before you're allowed to keep them in custody.
The movement to end cash bail has been going on for years in Springfield. The system keeps poor communities in jail before their trial because they can't afford to pay out. That's why the Legislative Black Caucus wanted to change it.
What we want to do with a lot of these situations is move away from solely leaning on the ability or inability to post bond, but use more verified risk assessment tools.
The bill passed on a partisan vote during the lame duck session. Several of the proposals, including eliminating qualified immunity, were taken out of the legislation at the request of police unions. One group wanted to let their neighbors know that they care about them. A church passed out loaves of bread and gallons of milk today. WCIA3's Abigail Metch gives us a look at the event, Bread of Life.
We just want to help and give hope to people and let people know that we care about them.
And that's exactly what they did. The Danville Community Church of God handed out 200 loaves of bread and gallons of milk to those in need.
We're here to show a friendly face and say, hey, how can we serve you? Because it's all about service. We want to serve our people here.
Volunteers from the church greeted neighbors, offered them free items, and helped carry and load items into their cars. Officers from the Danville Police Department were also there to lend a helping hand.
I believe that in order to make our community a better place, it's going to have to be a collaborative effort. So we're going to have to work alongside with the police.
Community. That was the message behind the event. Not a church, not police officers, just neighbors helping neighbors.
We care about our community. We understand that this time it's difficult for people, and maybe bread and milk doesn't seem like everything, but it does help out some people that can really use a little supplement to what they buy with their groceries.
That was Abigail Metch reporting. Local advocates are getting a helping hand. Landmarks Illinois is assisting people in Arcola who do not want the Metropolitan block to be torn down. The Arcola City Council recently voted to demolish the block after the side of a building collapsed 2 years ago. But the buildings may be eligible for the National Register of Historic Places. Now it's up to the advocates to encourage Arcola City Council to change their minds. A woman in Muhammad is helping girls feel more confident. She's providing hygiene products for free. WCIA3's Jamie Mays has more.
Gabby Vanetta had an idea she hoped would make a difference.
I was checking out Facebook one day and some friends of mine were asking for donations for what they were calling period packs, and I thought, what a great idea.
So she posted the idea on Facebook, saying she was looking for donations, things like tampons, makeup bags, leggings, and underwear to put together packs for students.
And people just started purchasing items. I was getting boxes every day. My mailman probably thinks something's going on, but but it's something great.
And with the community's support, they have put together about 266 period packs.
I think it's an important thing to do just because it impacts all young women, and it is something, you know, there could be a need, whether it be a financial need or just a social need, and I thought that it was a good opportunity I could contribute, and the community could get involved, and it just kind of all came together.
In Muhammad, Jamie Mays, WCIA3, your local news leader.
She's hoping to expand the project to Champaign and Urbana. We'll have more information on our website, WCIA.com, about how you can donate. And we've got Jacob Dickey here. You've been busy all night. What's in store for us as more of this weather moves in?
Well, probably a lot of angry people because they're not getting the snow they think they're supposed to.
I wouldn't be an angry person.
Hey, we'll wait and see. Here's a look at Storm Tracker Doppler right now. Snow reports are starting to come in now fast and furious. Bellflower, Pontiac, Fairbury, Champaign, Cissna Park, Crispin, and Roberts all got some reports on our Facebook page. If you've got a report, send that our way. We'll talk more about the snow the rest of the night coming up after this.
WCIA3 News is sponsored